Okay. Who said I love you first and how?
I did, and we had just gotten back from Las Vegas, and we knew at this time that we loved each other, but we hadn't said it yet. I know, right? Uh huh. And so we every time we'd see each other, we'd always say, "I really, really, really like you," and so we go back and forth saying that to each other all the time, and that pretty much happened all in Vegas. But then when we were, see you later. But when we were there, we got back from Las Vegas, and it was on January 18th. She was like, we just were having a talk, kind of just about where we were and what we liked about each other. And then she's like, I really, really like you. And I was like, well, I really, really love you. And just said it, and she's like, I love you too. And that was that.
Okay. What is your favorite physical feature?
Of Jessica? Oh,
Well,
wow.
yeah, of Jessica.
Well, yes. Oh, you didn't say it was about me or about Jessica?
You can answer both, I guess, if you want.
Just kidding. Physical feature about Jessica. Um, I mean, her booty is her booty, and we all know about that.
Mm-hmm.
We all know. That's yeah. Her booty is very, very nice. Not that I've noticed it at all, but I probably have to
Okay.
go with that.
That's a good one. Okay. What does she do that annoys you?
Ooh, what does she do that annoys me? She leaves her food and like empty bottles and like water bottles and her drinks that she makes in the morning. She leaves them everywhere around the house. So I'm always like peeking, and whenever time I come over after work, I just pick up all those and put them in the sink.
Okay. What do you do that annoys her?
Oh wow, where do I begin? What? Hold on, I'm doing a video. Hold on. Come here. What do I do that annoys her? I think she doesn't like that I play video games. That's like she hates video games. So I've tried to convince her, but there's no convincing her. So I'll probably end up selling the Xbox one day, but not anytime soon. Thank you. But probably video games, and she hates a couple shirts that I wear. She thinks that they're really stupid, so I need to get rid of those probably eventually as well. But I'm gonna hold on to them as long as I can.
Okay. What is her biggest pet peeve? Ow, Maggie.
Her biggest pet peeve. That's a good question. She like says gets bothered by a bunch of different little things, but I don't know if she has like a necessarily really big pet peeve. Crazy drivers, people who don't. The other night we were driving home, and we were gonna go read scriptures and stuff like that, and this guy just like totally cuts me off, and so she got mad at the guy that was trying to cut me off. So probably just really bad drivers.
What is the one thing she can't live without?
Um, Probably Walter and Nora and Magdalena and the twins. She loves her nieces.
How did you meet?
We met at a party at Entrada, which is just over here in Lehigh. It was a dance, and we were both supposed to be in different places at this time, but we both didn't end up going to where we were going to go. And she was dancing with her friend Katie and her friend Jenny, and I was there with a couple of my friends, and we were just dancing. And I saw her. She's wearing this baseball hat that she just looked so good. When someone can pull off a baseball hat, I think it's really attractive, and so I just was drawn to her and went up and talked to her and started dancing, and that was that. So
What was your first official date?
our first official date was we went to Chili's. Thank you. Well, I asked her where she'd want to go eat, like what were some of her places that she liked to eat before, and she had mentioned that, and then I was also really like Chili's as well. Thank you. And so we went to Chili's, and then after that we went bowling at Fat Cats, just so we could dance a little bit more after, because when it's dark time they can do that. Here, go over there. And then, yeah, that was just it's a simple, fun date, and we had a really good time.
Okay. First kiss, when and where?
First kiss. We had gone that day. She wanted to make dinner, so she made us tacos. So we had tacos, and then after that, we were gonna go on a big double, not a double date, it was a group date with some friends to Nickel City. So we had tacos at her place at Edgewater. Then we went to Nickel City with some friends, and then after that, it was around this time in October because we've been dating for a year, and then we went and played games at our friend Adam and Kimi's house, and made caramel apples and stuff like that. So it was fun. We did that, and then we had been dating for about a week, and then got home, and we were just sitting in my kitchen at my house in Edgewater, and she was just looking really pretty. We had a good time, and I just went in and kissed
Cute.
her.
What is your favorite thing about her?
Favorite thing about her is that even though she has been through a lot, she's always able to see the positive side of things, and she tries to be as positive as she can be. So I think just her positivity, her perspective of life is really cool. She's very motivated. She loves what she does for work. She loves her family and her friends. So I think just she's very genuine, and I like that about her, that she's very sincere. And there's too many things.
When did you know you were gonna marry her?
That's a good question. I think we, yeah, met in October, and then said I love you in January. But it was before that I knew. I went to New York just on a trip by myself, just because I've always wanted to go. Tickets were cheap, and um, we had been talking and stuff like that. But while I was in New York, we had been texting, and my mom obviously could have come and got me to pick me up from the airport, but I asked Jessica to come do it. And my flight was supposed to get in at 9:30, but then as I was waiting in the airport, it then got pushed back to 10:30, then to 11:30, and then to 12:30. And I was like, this is what's happening. Like, are you still okay? She's like, yeah, no problem. And thank you. And so she was really nice about that. And so the fact that she waited all that time, drove all the way to Salt Lake from Orem to come pick me up, and then drove me home. I thought, like, someone to do that who really cared and was really special enough, like, who wanted to put in the effort to come get me and to show that to me, was kind of like the starting point of this girl's special. I knew that I really, really liked her, and that I wanted to pursue things, and that kind of was the domino effect then making me want to marry
What is the funniest thing she says or does?
her. Funniest thing she says or does is when she gets in puppy mode, and she does her little voices when she walks in. She's like, "Oh my babies! Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my gosh!" And she attacks Walter and Nora. That's probably the funniest thing, because I've never heard anyone either do that voice before or act that way around animals. So I think the first time I saw that, I was like, "What the heck is going on?" But probably that puppy mode is a very special mode for her too. You have to let her have her moment, or else she gets upset.
Okay. What would she say is the funniest thing you do or say?
Ooh, that's a good question. The funniest thing that I say or do, she likes when I do all my little dances around the house, or when we're out doing stuff, or I mean, I used to be funny, but we would always stay up late talking, and so she was really tired. So that's probably the only reason she thought I was funny, is because she was so exhausted. The first couple of dates, she just would laugh the entire time, and I was like, man, I don't ever recall being this funny, but she just would laugh and laugh. But the funniest thing I do, I don't know. I do a bunch of different, like, little accents, or I always say funny stuff in a Spanish accent, so she always thinks that's funny.
Who spends more money?
Whoa. In the beginning, it was me on all the dates and stuff that we did, which, I mean, obviously was worth it, and it wasn't like it's a ton, but I don't know. I just wanted to make every moment we had special, and not that money can do that, but it was just an opportunity that I had to do that. But I think we're both pretty conservative, but at the same time, we do spend a lot of things. Like she just bought a bunch of stuff from ASOS, but I mean, she needed them. So probably me.
Who has the bigger wardrobe?
Me. Which is crazy to think just because I have so many t-shirts, but I've gotten rid of a lot of them. But, well, now that she's moved her stuff into our house, her closet's a lot bigger than ours and than mine. It's probably about even when you count all of her shirts and dresses and stuff she has.
Mom. Okay.
But probably me. She would say me, even though I think it's her.
Your bed.
Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Jessica.
Who will your children go to when they want something?
Me.
What are your pet names for each other?
Pet names for each other?
Mhm.
Oh god, I've never done this or thought of this. Pet names. Like babe and that kind of stuff? Okay. Yeah, probably babe or baby, or I call her sweetheart, or hermosa, or sweetheart in Spanish, mi dulce corazón, little things like that. And then she just calls me babe, baby, P babe, or she'll say DJ P baby in a funny voice. But yeah, that's probably what we call each other.
You should start calling her Fea.
Fea?
See if she likes that.
Oh, I don't think she would.
Okay.